Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. I have a cute little gift packaging project for you for the holidays for your gift giving needs. It is with the what do I want to say? Using the Pinewood dies and the Celebration label dies also. So I hope you like this. Let me just point you down and you can see, hold on, I didn't set my screens up here right. Okay, so there we go. So here is this gift packaging box here that's fairly easy to recreate. I featured this on my Facebook Live. So I'm hoping I can provide a link so you can go back and see the live also if you want to. But we're using the Moose Punch and then the In the Pine dies, and of course these are the celebration labels. And you can use it to put some cards in here to give as a gift, or even a cello bag with some candy or a pair of socks, or just all kinds of, just kind of let your imagination, figure out what's on your gift list and what you could fit into this cute little gift packaging box. It's decorated on the back, so you could even die cut out another one and maybe have space for a message if you wanted to. But let's get started so I can show you how to use, how to create this project. Okay, so we're going to start out with a 7.5 by 9.5 piece of cardstock. Okay, I've already pre-scored and pre-scored it. So I think maybe I'll put this over here so you can see. I'll give that for a minute. Okay. My light just kind of went differently. I'm filming this at night, so I'm hoping the shadows aren't too bad for you, okay? Maybe that will help you right there. Okay, so as I said, so this is a different box. So I'm calling this the Moose box, okay? So 7.5 by 9.5. And on the 7.5 inch side, the skinny side, you're going to score at 1.5 inches on both sides. So you score 1.5, take and flip your cardstock 1.5. Okay, so this is the 9.5 inch side, and you will score at 4 inches and then 5.5 inches. Okay, very easy. So 4 score marks is all you need to create. Then the next thing you will need to do is add some adhesive or some tear tape to it. Okay, well I also cut my flaps here on my box. Okay, so you want to do that also, and make sure you have creased all your score marks well. Okay, so the reason so then we're going to start with the tabs. Okay, so you're going to take this tear tape off. Okay, and they're going to go towards this tape side. Okay, so I'm going to bring it over here to this side, and I'm going to create a 90-degree angle. All right, so the bottom of my box is flat. You want it flat here, and then the same over here. And create that. Yeah, that's 90. Okay, I had to think which side that was. Okay, so then you can do one side at a time for this step. We're going to take off this, and you want to do the same thing. You want to make sure that the bottom of your box here is even. Okay, and then just kind of, you can take your bone folder and give that all a really nice crease inside, pressure inside. Okay, so let's finish up with this last side here. Okay, and we're going to close that up. All right, so there's our box. Easy peasy, right? Okay, next you're going to want to take tearaway tape, and I've got it along the top, and then I went up about a 1/2 inch from the bottom, because when you go to put your celebration label on, there's parts of these corners that show. Let me move this up closer to the camera. Okay, can you see how this one corner is not being covered. So you really don't want to put tear tape right along the bottom edge. So this is about a 1/2 inch, so just about, you know, eyeball it, a 1/2 inch up. Okay, so let's create our background. So I've cut out 2 of the large celebration labels in Mossy Meadow, and this was Mossy Meadow cardstock, and then this is from the Heartwarming Hugs designer paper also, and I just went down the next size down. And these dies are kind of fun to make. There's lots of other little treats you can make. Maybe that's what I'll do on Wednesday, using this celebration die here, so you can create some really fun holiday treats for the upcoming season. Okay, so we've got that. So let's add my trees. So I've cut out a couple trees here with our brass foil. Okay, I'm gonna just throw my silicone mat down here and adhesive. Okay, so I'm gonna just, and I'm okay with not having all of these little tiny pieces popped out. Okay, it just gives more for the adhesive to adhere to. So I'm gonna just put this over here in the corner. Okay, and then I've already taken this label here, and I've already stamped, and it's die cut out. But let's add some dimensionals to this. This is the Tasteful Trim dies here, one of the labels from there. Okay, need my trash can a little bit closer. Okay, I love these boxes. So there's just all kinds of fun things that you could put in them, and they're not that hard to create. So I have one more I'm going to show you, the smaller version. Okay, so let's see, let's put this about here. Okay, and now we're going to add whoops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, be careful adding adhesive to these, because that one wanted to curl up. Let's go the other way. Okay, so we're going to add a Mossy Meadow tree here on the very edge. Okay, and then another brass one right there. All right, I love it. And then we can't leave out a mousse for this. So I like to do this part first before I put it on the box, because it gives you more stability on here than here, because it's flimsy. So so I highly recommend you decorate up your box before you there, look at that, before you put the rest on. Okay, so let's take this off, this tear tape, and we're almost done here. And then the next little one I kind of designed myself today, because I just wanted something a little smaller. So I'm going to line this edge up with the edge of my box, and I'm just kind of centering it on the box. Okay, and you can kind of just reach in there to secure that. Okay, so this is the back side. And really, this kind of like this label, it would make a really nice card, don't you think? Put it on a card front. Obviously, you'd have to use a smaller label, because this is about 6 1/4 inches, I believe. All right, so we'll eyeball this again, and let's put that on the back. Okay, we're almost done. We just need to add a bow, and we're going to use this sheer red ribbon here. Okay, because that's, I think it was the consensus earlier today about using this. So I just thought it needed a little something in here, some bling, don't you think? Okay. Whoops, those are my dull scissors. Okay, usually my good scissors have a ribbon on them, so I can distinguish between them. There we go. Now we need just a little bit more bling. Okay, so let's add some of these red rhinestones. You get so many of these in a package. All right, and they're just a nice bright red also. I love them. All right, so, and they go on well. let's see, let's go there. Okay, there we go. Just enough little bling, don't you think? All right, so let me show you how to make this little thing. Don't you just love this? You kind of have a little collection for somebody special. All right, so this one's just as easy as the first one. Pretty much the same concept, okay? Let me just move a couple things out of here so we can bring in the directions again. So this one, I'm calling it the small tree box, okay? I added a moose on it last minute. I think he really like dressed it up before I did this. I only had the trees on it. So this box is 5.5 by 8.5 inches, okay? And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to score 1 inch on this side, flip it around, score 1 inch on that side, okay? Now this one is 3.5 is your first score line, okay? 3.5 inches, and then this one is 5 inches. So let me, and if I can take a picture of this later, I will, okay? So that's what that is, okay? Okay, so there's that. So now pay attention to how much, where I did the sticky strip, or tear tape, okay? I left it off against here because when you, always try your boxes beforehand to make sure they're gonna line up well. So that obviously you need because we want them to stick to the inside flaps, okay? So this one will go down and then this one will go down next. But see, it doesn't meet all the way across. So that's why you only have one strip here, not here. Because if you put it there, it's gonna show, okay? So just remember that. So just one piece of tear tape there. Okay, so let's take off these two flaps, okay? Or you could also use our Seal Plus. That would work as well too. So Seal Plus is a great, I gotta think. Okay, yes, make sure you put down the right one. I was almost thinking I was going to do that one, but want that one exposed. Okay. Just kind of think about it before you do. There we go. Now we can take this off. Okay. Now this is where you want to make sure you're not like squeezing it or leaving it too far out. The key to this is to just line this up with the bottom and it should be fine. Okay. There we go. Let's reach in and with the bone folder and crease that good. Make the tear tape stick well. All right. Oh, this one came out better than my first one, really, because this is only my second box. Okay, look at that cute little box. Look at all the stuff that you could put in there. See, here's a sponge that could fit in there. Amazing. All right. Or it could be like if you make peanut brittle or toffee, you know, just even like the Christmas mixes, you know, so it could be fun, or it could be treats, candy or whatever. So just kind of, you know, whatever your favorite thing is that you like to give. Okay, so next we're going to add these scallop squares, okay? I cut out the largest scallop square that we have with Real Red, and then just did a square from this is also from the layering square dies, okay? So we're going to add this to our front of our box, okay? And you could almost probably do this, putting these squares on if you really wanted to before you, I should be using my seal. Before you adhere, okay, start putting your box together. All right, I got some tape there. Okay, because it might be easier to get this square. How's that? Square. Okay, so you see how your side seam is there? It kind of like this wraps around and lays on that. This is where I want my front. I don't like to, I think it just kind of makes this transition smooth when your side seam is kind of like farther to the back. So we're going to do that. We're going to add trees again. So let me bring in my silicone mat again. Silicone mat is one thing that's absolutely great to have in your toolbox. Okay. So let's add a tree here. Okay. And then we're going to add a gold one here. I'm just bringing it down just a hair so it looks a little offset. Okay, how's that looking? And I pre-stamped this greetings here. It's just a 1/2 inch strip and it was 3.5 inches long. And maybe I should add that to my white cardstock strip. Is 1/2 inch by 3 1/2 inches. Okay, hopefully that helps you right there. Okay, so you remember that, because then by the time it goes into the punch, this is our I think it's a banner punch, duo banner or something like that. We've got too many punch names, I can't keep up. So what I do is just kind of turn it upside down, and let me see, I think I've got a piece here. I don't, but let me just cut off a straight edge. I will insert it down in there, and I like to look at it upside down to make sure it's straight, okay? Because it's so easy to have it at an angle, okay? And then that creates a really nice flagged end, banner end for you, okay? Punches are great. Okay, so with this greeting, the only thing we're going to do, we're going to put a dimensional in the middle, okay? Just in the middle, and then on the ends, I'm going to add some adhesive on the ends, okay? Because I wanted that, as you can see here, I wanted this to kind of like go up, kind of like flatten up, like so it was like a hill valley, okay? Okay, so let's add this, and I think I'm going to go up a little bit farther than I was before and try to like get it to bump just a little bit. There we go. All right, because we're going to add, did I not? I thought I had another moose here. Here we go. He's hiding on my desk here. Okay, so we're going to add another moose to here because now I've created some room. Okay, this one was a little tight because I didn't think to add the moose right away. So, and I started to lift it and my paper was starting to tear, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. All right, so he can go on the very edge. There we go. So let me think here. So we're going to add a little bit more bling again. So let's add a couple of these red gems just here on the ends. I think it just kind of gives just enough pop to it. Okay, and that's all there is to it. I hope you make some of these boxes, you know, this holiday season, and just kind of think outside the box too. How's that for a joke? Think outside the box and think about other stamp sets or other paper that you can use to create something for your gift giving needs. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and if there's anything that you need to purchase regarding these, you can find a link to my website there that will where you can add them. Okay, thanks so much and have an awesome day. Bye bye.